Hey guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't know, my name's Sarah. I'm training for the 2021 Dopey Challenge. If you don't know what that is, that's the 5K, 10K, half and full marathon at Disney in January. And it's all back to back to back, so it ends up being 48.6 miles-ish. More after you like count the walking to your crowds and stuff, but that's no biggie. So I wanted to take some time and talk to you about my fundraiser. I am actually running through the American Childhood Cancer Organization. They are an amazing organization. They help fund cancer research. They help educate parents and children and their families that are going through or when they get diagnosed and even after. So I figured I would just do a little bit of a video and tell you guys about it. And a little bit of history. Sorry, I wrote it all down since, yeah. So they're obviously the American Childhood Cancer Organization. It all started out in 1968 when Kathleen Ray was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia, and she was about 18 months old when she got diagnosed. Her mom, Grace Ann, and dad, Larry, they also had a newborn son. Due to the grim statistics, the doctors encouraged them not to talk to anybody about the cancer diagnostics, especially if they're outside of that family realm, just because there was no such thing as like patient advocacy or anything like that, and they didn't really know too much about it at that time. It was like 1968. So when Kathleen was being treated at the Children's National Medical Center, Grace and Larry met with other parents of children in treatment at that time. Those families ended up leading those like meetings, and Dr. Sandy Lycan and Dr. Moasagi encouraged them to meet in the hospital or anywhere that they could find. So like the hospital waiting rooms, any other places that they could find to talk about and how to improve that situation for children with cancer. 25 people ended up being in that original group. The group consisted of many different professions, doctors, along with the doctors and nurses. There was a lawyer, journalists, lobbyists, stuff like that. So they wanted to rally and, get the word out and, make sure that they're getting advocates and we're able to help get that cancer research. And the doctors of the Children's Hospital ended up ultimately providing any of the information that they got, and that was brought to that National Cancer Institute. In the 1970s, they ended up recording meetings for those family members that couldn't attend due to obviously if their kids have treatments or something came up. So they wanted to make sure that the parents would still know the meetings, so they'd record them for them. And then the Candlelighters newsletter started in 1970. They traveled the country for their day jobs, and then they met with social workers and doctors, hospitals nationwide to advocate for the patients, based support groups, and they went to every hospital to do that. The Candlelighters officially formed in 1970, and they were called the Candlelighters Foundation. And then throughout those next few years, they just kept lobbying for cancer research, patient advocate groups, and just learning and getting more information out and putting pamphlets and information to all these hospitals that didn't necessarily have the advocate portion side of it. In 2010, Candlelighters Childhood Cancer Foundation changed its name to the American Childhood Cancer Organization, or you'll hear me refer it to as ACCO. Over 100,000 families are in the network with over 40 affiliates across the country. Social media presence is now growing. They've expanded their books to provide resources for preschoolers, elementary and adolescent age children diagnosed with cancer, siblings, as well as their educators. They sponsor the largest childhood cancer awareness event in the country each December, and advocacy is their main and a really large part of the ACCO's missions and core values. So they do have a couple missions. The first one is to help families get the facts that they need about childhood cancer in simple, comprehensive, everyday language. So any information that they want, like they're going to get information from the doctors that's going to be all in that medical terms. They're probably not going to understand it. So the ACCO is going to give them, try and not dumb it down, but like make it to where it's easier for them to understand it. Especially if you're talking to a child about it, the medical stuff isn't really going to make sense for them. So they're going to give them other resources and pamphlets and reach out to these groups. Second mission is to make the fight against cancer easier for its youngest victims through development and distribution of the highest quality materials designed specifically for children and adolescents. They offer treatment kits. They offer the Cozy Care Journal. They offer picture books. There's so many resources that these kids can get, and they're free. So they don't have to pay for any of it. That's what everybody donating money supports, and it goes to. And they have picture books too for those younger kids to make sure, like, okay, this is what's going on. Next one is to provide crucial support for families in need, financially, socially, emotionally, through the diagnosis, treatment, and beyond. They have a 24-hour online peer support. They have local groups as well as their books and their kits. If you go on their website, and I think if you click Get Help, sorry, I'm looking at the page. If you click Get Help, yeah, there's going to be a million different things of how they can help. There's, you know, books, play kits, comfort kits, stuffed animals, DVDs, beads, webinars, stuff like that. So you just order it off right here. It gives you information about it, and that's all you have to do. Next one is advocate for critical research on treatment protocols appropriate for the bodies of cancer's smallest victims. That's pretty self-explanatory. And then the last one is give the fight against childhood cancer the attention it deserves, because kids can't fight cancer alone. They really can't. They may have their family's support and doctor's support and everything, but they truly need all the support that they can get. These books and kits and everything that they have is crazy. And then throughout the year, they also have like different events. They have the Gold Ribbon Heroes, so you can just celebrate special kids. You put their name in and they can get nominated. Go Gold. Start a Founding Hope Fund. Local groups. They have, hold on. I can't find it. Oh, Tree for Hope. That's where you can buy a ribbon and get it on a tree. They have the pedicures where you can send out a pedicure package, childhood cancer awareness month, t-shirts. They have a store to where you can buy wristbands and stuff like that. You can buy the bumper stickers, beads, jewelry, all this kind of stuff to help support that. And then obviously, I'm gonna go back, sorry. Right now it's obviously coronavirus, COVID-19. So they're also giving them resources for if they obviously can't really go out because they're high risk. And they know that, you know, these poor kids are mostly stuck in the hospitals or, you know, everything like that. So they have all this like stuff that they can do from the safety of your own home or your hospital room. They have activity sheets, online educational or emotional communication kits, digital libraries, draw along with ACCO, read along with ACCO, bake along with ACCO, dance along with ACCO, sing along, chemo bites with ACCO, and Stephen the Cancer Crusher, yoga with Gold Ribbon Hero, COVID versus the world. These are all links that these kids and families can do together in the safety of their own home and their hospital if they're there. There's also ways to still help even if you don't want to. Go out and do things or whatever. Go pajamming with ACCO on National Pajama Day, so make sure you snap, share, and donate. Hashtag pajama with ACCO. You've got your CPAP and BiPAP donations. If you have one, that's able to be donated, reach out to them. They can help you. Sew to Save Lives, so that's where you can learn how to sew a mask and donate them to the first responders and kids and doctors and all that. And they also do participate in Amazon Smile as well. But hey, that's my paper. That's all I know. Well, that's not all I know. There's so much that this organization does, and they are truly a great organization. And I apologize that I'm stuffy and my allergies are horrible, and the dog is trying to play with me as I record this. But take a look at their website. I will post the link. give.acco.org/sgeorge81714 is my personal fundraising link. I do have a goal of $1,500 by October 20th. Yeah, 20th. Right now we're at about $200, so we still have a little bit to go, but at least we're chugging along. Their actual website where you can look up all this information. They're actually celebrating their 50th anniversary. So their website is www.acco.org. That's gonna have all that link, all the information, all the facts. It's got advocacy, it's got their blog, their store, facts about childhood cancer, and stuff like that. So feel free, go take a look, share it, spread the word, and let's do this together. Every dollar literally helps towards these books, towards stuffed animals, towards research, towards anything that they need. So please, every dollar helps, and I do truly appreciate you guys. And I want to thank you for following my journey, and I will check in after my next run. Bye, guys.